You're nasty.
Do a quickie vlog. We've made it to Ljubljana.
Dobro dan.
Dobro dan.
Yes.
See, she's learning. She also says koala instead of instead of koala, so it's like koala.
You said koala. Now
with
I
a
can't
H.
Yes.
Koala. Koala.
It's in my head now.
Like
I can't.
Anyway. So we're currently in Ljubljana. We've just had a coffee and just chilled out to wait for our reception to open for where we're going to be staying so we can leave our bags there. Then we're going to go explore for the day. It's cold. We've all got jumpers on. So it's very fresh.
Shock to the system.
But it's sunny, it's lovely, and we just had a good coffee. That was nice. It was a good coffee.
It was.
And then yeah, we're meeting up with Mattea, who is my Pop's auntie's.
No, Pop's sister's cousin.
No,
daughter.
Pop's auntie's granddaughter.
Oh.
Pop's auntie's granddaughter. So my Pop's mother's sister's granddaughter.
Far down the line.
Yeah, but we're related in some sense. But we're catching up with her this afternoon, and then figuring out what we do for the rest of the time. I've got a food tour voucher that I need to book, so we might book that for tomorrow. Yeah, and then we're going to hire a car potentially. Yes. Yeah. And then explore for a bit of time around Slovenia, and then figure out what we do next. Yes, that's all we've got for now, but you'll see our adventures for the day. Enjoy. Mushroom soup and bread rolls. Cheese rolls with porcini, mushroom sauce, and I got the veal stew, which also looks delicious. So I'm very excited to dig into this. Should have mentioned we're at a restaurant called Sokol, S-O-K-O-L, in the middle of Ljubljana, and it's like traditional Slovenian food, and there is a lot on the menu that I recognise having as a kid that my grandparents used to cook, which is very exciting, and I'm so excited to start eating it and like tasting it. Like, yeah, it's going to be very nostalgic. So I'm going to dig in now. But yeah, this was recommended by the lady at the reception of our hotel for traditional food, and I mentioned it to our cousin, and she was like, good choice, enjoy it. So I'm going to dig in and enjoy this, and yeah, let you know how it goes. Dober dan. We're very good.
Well done.
We're in Ljubljana. We got up this morning, and there is this.
It's like open kitchen. Oh?
Yeah, it's called open kitchen, but in Slovenian. Odbra kuna, maybe. Could be saying it wrong. Oh my god, I'm very, very dark. I'll go this way. That semi works. And it's an open kitchen. I mean, what is it, 10:30 in the morning?
It is 11:30.
11, that's before accepted.
Yeah.
It was like, I had fried chicken and potatoes, and Caitlin had some paella. But it's like a big open kitchen, and it's all these food stalls. There's heaps of them, and they're all like local producers, and apparently it's like top restaurants and stuff as well have stands here. And it's just like a little food market with all these food stalls, and it's so good. It's only open on a Friday when the weather's good.
Yeah.
So if it was raining today, it wouldn't be open. So thankfully it's lovely. And
we've timed it well being here on a Friday and the weather's good. I mean, it's chilly, but it's not raining, so.
yeah. So we're enjoying some food. We have a food tour this afternoon from 1 till 4. So we didn't want to eat too much knowing that, but then we were stuffing.
Yeah.
So, and we walked through the food market. But they're like sort of tasting plate. Like they're big enough for like a small meal or to
How much
share.
is yours?
10?
10. Yeah, mine was $7.50, so pretty good standard.
Yeah, and I mean
Quality
it's
meal.
very good quality. Yeah. There's heaps of people around already, and they do everything under the sun. A few like more traditional. So this Slovenian, there's fried chicken and potato, but it's very Slovenian done. So it reminds me of what my Nan and Pop used to make me when we would go around to their place for like Easter or Christmas. So it's very nostalgic. And then the paella was good.
Delicious.
Enough seafood in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cool. And just the city we explored this morning, we went up to the castle, filmed a little bit of that snippet here and there, which has beautiful views of the city. And we got the funicular rail up and back, and it was like €13 all tied in for the train and to get up and into the castle. So highly recommend that as well. But yeah, it's just such a cool vibe here. I
love it.
We're loving it. We're just sitting and enjoying. So we're going to keep doing that for the rest of today and eat lots of food.
Day of food.
It's a day of food. I mean, yesterday was kind of a day of food as well. We ate a lot of strudel and patitsa, but today is a full day tour. And then we're probably going to end up back here for dinner as well, because it's open until 9. It opens at 10 in the morning, it goes through till 9 o'clock at night. So there's lots happening. It's a milk from the cow. Try it.
Try it. No, just one more? Okay. It's really nice, sweet and creamy. It's really good.
just finished the food tour with
very full, girl.
Yeah, very full. It was Food Tours Ljubljana is the name of the place. I got given a voucher, but it was €75 per person. Started at 1 o'clock, went till 4 o'clock. Well, what's the time now? 4:30?
Yep, 3 hours.
So it went for 3 hours. We ate so much food, and we also got to try some little samples from a few different places with like local products. It was all so yummy. I don't know.
Included 4 wines.
Yeah, we had wine at nearly every place, and for me it was very, very nostalgic because I've grown up eating this kind of food. For Caitlin, she enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's just not my type of food.
Slovenian cuisine is, yeah, traditionally more like a peasant food, or they cook with what they've got, and in winter, because it's so hard to get fresh produce, they, you know, pickle or preserve a lot.
Fruit, vegetables.
Potato. We've eaten a lot of potato and a lot of mushroom today, and a lot of pork. So yeah, it was a nice, lovely mix of different foods. We finished with a traditional cake at a really cool restaurant. So the restaurant's initiative is they get special needs people in working, and their carers or their social workers also work there, and depending on like their level, that some will work a few hours a week, a few days a week, some a few hours a month. A really cool concept, and all the money that they make from the restaurant, they fund, you know, extra initiatives and incentives. And the government here only charges them half the rent that they're supposed to pay, to be able to have more funds to do more, which is really cool. And it was, yeah, just really lovely, really cool little place. The guide also said that they do help a lot of people out, which is lovely. So it was, yeah, it was a really cool little place. And now we're just walking back, very, very full tummies, needing to settle, but no, it was a very, very good day. You got a funnel cake, or fire bread, as they've called it. They've called it dragon food fire bread, but it's essentially covered in cinnamon sugar and filled with Nutella, soft serve, and some strawberries. Looks delicious. So we've just finished. Just came back from the open kitchen again. Caitlin's got a zucchini pizza. It's a zucchini focaccia pizza, yeah. I just had a samosa from one stand and a spring roll from another, and then some chocolate truffle, a couple little chocolate truffles. It was really yummy. My bag is buzzing, I must have internet. And then, yeah, we weren't super hungry after the food tour today, because we ate until 4 o'clock and ate a lot. But we wanted to come out and enjoy the last night in Ljubljana, and while the open kitchen is on, thought we'd go and have a little bit more. So yeah, it was good.
It's really busy now.
Super busy.
People around, which is really good.
Yeah, and the vibe's still really good. Play a bit of music, and they also, like, there's like wine stands and stuff that serve wine in wine glasses, which is really cool. People like walking around on the street drinking wine out of wine glasses, which again in Australia is not common practice. If someone's out on the street, it's in plastic if anything. But yeah, these stands just let people walk off with a wine glass.
I guess
which
as well
is
they're
kind
trying to be super sustainable here.
Mm.
So people probably have the nice courtesy of returning glasses or not breaking them.
Yeah, they have some manners maybe. which is really cool. And then all of the paper, well, all of the plates and cutlery are biodegradable, or they have to be, so you can put food or any food scraps and the plates and the cutlery straight into the food waste bin, which is really cool.
Ooh,
so they've got it, yeah, they've been very bright and then very dark in front of all the different shops, but it's been a lovely evening. It's very cool, but I feel like I am rugged up. I've got a jumper and my jacket on.
I am not acclimatized.
But I don't feel cold.
I feel cold.
My ankles are out, but yeah, I'm not feeling it, which is nice. But yeah, final night in Ljubljana, a good one. We hired a car. We have the beautiful little Volkswagen T-Roc.
What are we going to name it?
Tessa, the T-Roc. It's T-Roc, it's a T-Roc. It's a Volkswagen T-Roc. Go JJ. JJ.
Oh, JJ.
We just call it JJ. The number plate's already done it. It's a nice little compact SUV. But, oh, look at my hair already. Not as stressed as I thought I would be driving it. Oh, good one. 1 million.
Yellow.
We're in the rich bay. Yellow 1 million. Yeah, good one. We're just heading. We've driven from the car hire place. We're just heading to Primark. Oh, you're not going to focus, are you? Yeah, heading to Primark to just get some extra winter bits and bobs because it's very cold here, and if we're continuing our travels we might end up in Berlin. So we're gonna need, what is my hair doing? So yeah, we're getting some of that, and then we're heading up to Lake Bled, which will be nice. Oh, my hair is really just having a lovely day today. Anyway, that's where we're at. We made it to Bled, safe and sound. And now,
You did such a good job.
oh, there was a couple of little stressful bits, but
Overall.
survived. We've now just parked. Because we drove around for a bit, and then we think I might have started driving up a one-way street the wrong way. So we stopped that pretty quickly. But we're now just parked by the lake. Crossing the road, and we're having a croissant. We bought some croissants before we left Ljubljana at one of the local bakery stalls. This one has marmalade in it, which is really yum. It's like a peach marmalade. Hotel Jardin, Jadren, and it's all covered in plants. That's where we've parked. More of a mental note for me. In case we get lost. But Bled is just as pretty as I remember it. It's a shame it's overcast at the moment. I mean, it still looks pretty being overcast, but it is much nicer in the sun because the water is just so blue and clear. Very much like Plivitt's Lakes. But yes, here enjoying it. There's a castle across there. The island with the church in it is just that way. But, yeah, it's nice to be back. So we bought some of the cake, the cream cake from Bled, and we've come up to this little town in the mountains This is part of the Socha River. And there's like ski lodges and stuff. It's a very ski kind of thing. But we're about to have a ski kind of
Ski lodge.
town. Yeah. But we're going to have some bled cake, which we got a piece each because, you know, you gotta, if you're going to have it, you're going to have it. Oof. If you can see that, maybe. But that's the iconic cake. That's apparently amazing. Vanilla slice with whipped cream and some pastry for any of the Aussies. But yes, can't wait to try it. It's going to be delicious. And well, yeah, I need to take a couple of photos before we hoe into it. Oh, it's going to blow away. But I'm going to put my phone there. Gonna dig. Oh, you can't squish it. I'm gonna have to just go for the custardy bit and the pastry at the bottom. Cheers. Cheers. What's your verdict? Yum. I say yum.
It's really good.
It's really good vanilla slice with whipped cream. Yum.
Yeah, yum.
Yum. That's a win. If you come to Bled, or this area of Slovenia, actually anywhere in Slovenia, you've got to get the cream cake. But if you get it, come to a lovely setting like the Socha River, where you can just enjoy the views and the cake. So, we're just waiting at the Airbnb. Well, not Airbnb. What is it? Booking.com. Same thing. Accommodation. We're at the Villa Gorenka. Just waiting to figure out where we park. Caitlin's sitting outside. Can you show them the Jesus that scared me? I was driving up the road and I just looked to my right. No, my left was my left as I was coming up the road. Very real. Everyone meet JJ. Go JJ. Go JJ. Yeah, so that was the Jesus that scared the shit out of me. As we drove up the road, I was literally trying to find the address and I turned and he was there. I nearly pooped myself. He's a very big Jesus on the front of... I don't know if it's a house or if it's accommodation. It's accommodation. Anyway, you know, the what is it, the cross and that sort of thing? Yeah. And then what do? You kiss your hand and then put it to the sky. And then she... chef's kiss. And then she throws salt over her shoulder for good luck.
Stop turning the car on.
I'm not turning it on. It's still on.
Turn it off.
It just goes into its idle mode. You want me to turn it off? So, we've just checked into our booking.com. And yeah, he came up and he showed us where to park. But we've got, actually, I'll show you first. We've got this cute little room. It was only 74 euros for the night at Lake Bled. Massive bed, also a second bed, lots of room. There's a little basin. We actually have a shared bathroom, but no one else is staying here, which means it's all for us. And because no one else is staying here, he gave us a free upgrade, which means we have a terrace or a balcony.
Big balcony.
A huge balcony, private balcony, all to ourselves. And that there is Lake Bled. You can see the castle. And yeah, we've got such an amazing view. Yeah, very cute street. There's the Jesus that scared me before. He's guarding the street for us. But there's a hike down this road, or the town is just wander past the big Jesus down the little road, and the town is like a, I think he said not even 5 minutes, 3 or 5 minute walk. So we're in a very good location. It's very quiet, and it's just lovely, which is nice. So yeah, we're the only ones staying here at the moment, which is kind of cool. He was really lovely too, and he said, yeah, well, because we have it, why not? So for 74 euro,
Amazing.
we have a
Bargain.
an amazing place, which is cool. So we'll hopefully enjoy it. There's no like crazy sounds at night time. It's a very old house, so Caitlin was getting a little bit spooked before. And she's like, oh, is it a bit creepy? I don't know. I think it's just old. I don't think it's very creepy. It's very cute.
It has character.
It has character. They're the best kinds of places to stay. But anyway, that's where we're staying for tonight in Bled. Hello. So we've driven up a very big mountain, which is semi-sealed roads. It was semi-unsealed, very skinny roads for a mountain in the rain, to come and see this place that Martea, why does it do that? That Martea had recommended. Oh, just off it. Just off it. Just stop it. There. Martea had recommended there these little huts in the mountain, which is probably lovely on a sunny day, but on a rainy day, probably not the best choice. So I hopped out. Caitlin didn't hop out because it's too wet and it's very muddy. And I got part way there and then it was very wet and very muddy. So I turned around and came back.
Well, as soon as I saw people wearing hiking boots, I knew it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
I've got Converses on.
So yeah, well, we drove all the way up. I was like, well, I'll go out and explore it. But yeah, didn't get too far. However, we'll come back another time when we're more equipped and it's not raining, maybe. But yeah, I'll try and time lapse our drive back down the mountain so you can see what it was like coming up. Yeah, it was a bit of fun.